Welcome back to another video. And Manchester United look very much likely that we are going to get our first signing of the summer transfer window in the next few week or so, I do believe. There is strong reports now coming out that Manchester United have almost virtually agreed a deal to sign Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund. Sky Sports are leaking this news. I'm seeing it also in the Daily Mail, and a few other sources are also papers and that are going with this story that Manchester United have agreed a deal in principle to sign Jadon Sancho. That was coming from the Sky Sports on a 5-year deal, which I'm fucking delighted with if this is true. To be honest, absolute fucking, this guy is the dog's bollocks for me. I've been following the guy since he played for the under-18s for Manchester City, and I always thought what a fantastic player he was. And obviously I never thought that he would ever come to Manchester United, never at all. And I've seen him, I mean, he scored an absolute shitload of goals and assists for Borussia Dortmund, but he was creating goals, scoring goals for Manchester City's under-18s when they were running away with the under-18 Premier League. He was at the absolute fucking dog's bollocks, and I'm really pleased if this does get done. I really am. We can put him out on that right-hand side, and to me it won't really affect Greenwood too much, because I reckon that Greenwood's going to end up coming into the centre next season. I really do. And I mean, whoever drops out, it's going to be great to see. I think he will still play out on the right as well, Greenwood, and out on the left, but I do think he will come into that number 9 position a lot more. And it's going to be interesting to see which one of the front three, as I say, do drop out at times. But at the moment, the last few games, last month or so, probably Rashford has been the weaker link out the front three. Before that, people may have said Greenwood or Martial. So it's going to be interesting to see. But really, this guy is great. 21 years of age on a 5-year contract, and is hopefully only going to get better and better. I think it was 17 goals and 17 assists in the Bundesliga this season, which is fucking phenomenal for a player playing out in the wide positions. The amount of assists is fucking huge, plus for me, for Manchester United, and it gives us so many more options up front. It really does. It's going to be a frightening attack for Manchester United. We won't have to rely on if Rashford's injured again like he was before the lockdown, or Martial, who missed early in the season, missed 2 months of the season. If one of them two are fucked and injured, then it doesn't matter. We will have Greenwood, we will have Sanchez, we will have other options. Still got Bruno Fernandes banging in the goals fucking for fun and creating goals as well. And it's just going to be great. You want all these options. I mean, no manager says to the board, I'm happy with the amount of options I've got. If you could have 5, 6, 7, 8 fucking forwards, you will have them. You don't give a shit if there's players sitting on the bench that aren't getting game time as a manager. And we've seen over our neighbours Man City sign every fucker going over the last few years, and they've put players on the bench. I mean, they had bought a right back in the summer last year for 50 odd million and just sitting him on the fucking bench. But no one, I mean, Man City don't give a shit. Pep Guardiola doesn't give a shit, because if someone's injured, bring him in. It doesn't. I mean, that is what Manchester United need, and we've had them options over the years. I mean, you look at our 2008 and sort of 2009 sort of teams where we had Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez, Berbatov. We had options there. I mean, in '99 we had 4 fucking phenomenal forward strikers. We've always had options. Sir Alex always had so many options. He would bring so much talent off the substitutes bench if we were losing, and 9 times out of 10 we would turn these games fucking around. We'd be 2-3-0 down and we'd win 4-5-3, because Manchester United would bring 2 forwards on. We'd still have 2 forwards on, and we'd go hell out for the win. And Manchester United is always about attacking football, scoring goals, and this guy for me is great. And it does look like it's getting done now. I mean, the best thing about this is it doesn't look like we're fucking fanning around this time with this transfer. Last season, as I've said time and time again, Harry Maguire took our time with him. Not the biggest fan of Harry Maguire, but we took our time. He's better than what we've got, obviously, but we took our time with that transfer. With the Wan-Bissaka, took our time with that transfer. Bruno Fernandes didn't even get that deal done in the summer, and it took till January, which cost us many points earlier on in the season, which Manchester United would have been so much better for. Get this deal done, he'd be bedded in for the pre-season, then we can look ahead to next season and we can challenge on more than one front, because even you're looking at the teams like Liverpool this season only winning the Premier League. I mean, that was a great achievement, but their backup players wasn't as good as Manchester City's and the previous season when Man City ended up winning 3 trophies, because they can rotate their side so much better than anyone else. And Manchester United need to be getting to that level now. We've got a very decent, for me, a decent starting lineup. Defence still needs work on it, but the strength in depth is just absolutely appalling. And next season, now if this transfer gets over the line, we won't have to see Pereira playing out wide instead of Greenwood. We won't have to see Dan James playing out wide instead of Greenwood, or Rashford, or Mata. Any of them fucking players that have been absolutely fucking, for me, horseshit for Manchester United, and not good enough to be playing week in, week out for Manchester United, and only really good enough for League Cup games and shit like that. It's going to be better. It hopefully will be. And I'm really excited with this transfer. It's a transfer I've really wanted to see. The money is going to be steep, but who gives a shit? I think we're going to pay around 60 to 70 million or whatever it is, and the rest in add-ons, but who gives a shit, because the guy's going to hopefully score a lot of goals and create a lot of goals as well. So that's going to be great for Manchester United. It really is. But hopefully we can start this off great, this transfer window. Get the deals done early this time, because the transfer window is obviously going to go on into the season. But we don't want to be fucking around in September or whenever it is, still trying to get players when the season's already started. We want to be going hell out for the league, going as far as and close as we can to the title this time around. We've got in the top 4 this time around, but we've got to get closer to Liverpool and Chelsea. It's got to happen this season. There's no excuses there. So this will really help massively for Manchester United. I'm sure we can still sign some other great players. There's still other areas in the team that are going to need to be done, but get this deal finally done and we can move forward. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this. The deal does look like it will. I'm pretty confident now that the deal will get done. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on that. Like the video and hit the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're watching this on Facebook, please do share this video, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.